Paul McCartney once got paid $1 to perform at the Olympics. Higher or lower than what you would guess, you decide. 11 music industry numbers, climbing in difficulty, let's go. Paul McCartney famously performed at a major event for a token payment required by law. How much was he paid? I say $1,000, higher or lower? Lower. The real number, £1, about $1.25. Encore fact, McCartney wanted to perform completely free for the chance to play on the world stage. The law simply required a minimum symbolic payment to make the contract official. A novelty song called Pen Pineapple Apple Pen broke a Billboard Hot 100 record for being the shortest charting song ever. How long was it? I say 90 seconds. Higher or lower? Lower. The real number, 45 seconds. Encore fact, despite being only 45 seconds long, it still hit the Billboard Hot 100 and earned a spot in the Guinness Book of World Records for the achievement. Vinyl record revenue has grown every single year for how many consecutive years through 2025? I say 10 years. Higher or lower? Higher. The real number, 19 consecutive years. Encore fact, 2025 vinyl revenue hit $1.04 billion, according to the RIAA. A format many assumed was dead in the 2000s has now posted growth for nearly 2 decades straight. What was the estimated total value of the global recording industry in 2025? I say $15 billion, higher or lower? Higher. The real number, $31.7 billion. Encore fact, streaming accounts for the majority of that value, followed by physical music sales and performance rights. Streaming has completely reshaped where industry money actually comes from. The average pop song length has changed since the 1990s. How many seconds shorter is the average pop track today compared to the 1990s? I say 20 seconds shorter. Higher or lower? Higher. The real number, about 60 seconds shorter, a full minute. Encore fact, streaming platform advertising revenue models reward shorter songs because they trigger more total plays and more ad breaks per hour, which has quietly reshaped how songs are written and produced. A study of over 12,000 pop musicians who died between 1950 and 2014 found they died at what relation to the average American lifespan? I say about the same age. Higher or lower? Lower, the real number. Younger than the average American, with higher rates of death by homicide and accidents. Encore fact, the study tracked 12,665 pop musicians across more than 6 decades, finding elevated risks tied specifically to the lifestyle and exposure that comes with fame in the music industry. We just crossed into level 5. This is where most people start missing. If you have gotten this far, subscribe right now. New music trivia every week. Let's keep climbing. What percentage of all music sales in Japan comes specifically from physical CD purchases even today? I say 40%. Higher or lower? Higher. The real number, 85%. Encore fact, Japanese copyright law mandates a minimum price for recorded media, which has helped preserve a CD buying culture that mostly vanished in other major markets. CD rental shops also remain a popular, cheaper alternative. Astronaut Chris Hadfield recorded an entire music album while orbiting Earth on the International Space Station. How many days did he spend recording it? I say 30 days, higher or lower? Higher. The real number, 144 days. Encore fact, Hadfield went viral worldwide for his cover of David Bowie's Space Oddity, filmed in zero gravity aboard the ISS, one of the most watched music videos ever filmed outside Earth's atmosphere. Archaeological evidence shows organized musical tradition in China dating back how far? I say 1000 BC, higher or lower? Higher. The real number, 3000 BC. Encore fact, that places organized Chinese musical tradition at roughly 5,000 years old, predating most written language systems still in use anywhere in the world today. How many individual song streams does it typically take on major platforms to generate roughly $1 in artist royalties? I say 100 streams. Higher or lower? Higher. The real number, roughly 250 to 350 streams. Rates vary by platform. Encore fact, this is one of the most contentious numbers in the modern music industry. It means a song needs hundreds of thousands of streams just to generate what one physical album sale used to provide an artist decades ago. Final question. A top-tier global stadium tour in 2025 could generate how much in total gross revenue across a full tour cycle? I say $300 million. Higher or lower? Higher. The real number, over $1 billion. Multiple major tours crossed this threshold in 2023 to 2025. Encore fact, major stadium tours by global pop superstars have crossed the billion-dollar gross revenue mark in recent years, a figure that did not exist in touring history before the 2020s, driven by higher ticket prices, more dates, and larger stadiums than any previous era of touring. 11 questions, 7 difficulty levels. Let's see how far you actually climbed. Reached level 7. You are a genuine music industry expert. Most people do not get past level 5. Reached level 5 or 6. Excellent. You know more about how the music business actually works than most fans. Reached level 3 or 4. Solid. The early levels were easy. The back half is where it gets brutal. Stopped before level 3. No shame. This industry runs on numbers nobody outside of it ever sees. Tell me in the comments which level you reached. Subscribe for a new higher or lower video every week. See you in the next one.